Hey guys, welcome back. So today, basically, I'm going to be joined by some of my mates, and we're going to be doing basically a roundup of our top 10 coasters, and so let's just get straight into it.
Okay, right, so as you guys know from what I just said, we're going to be counting down our top 10 coasters, which will probably be bound to change because we're going to Fantasieland this week, which I'm pretty sure me and Clara are very, very, very excited about.
Yeah, bro. 100%.
Connor has been there before, and I'm pretty sure that a certain coaster is a top five.
Tarrant.
It's top five, but we're not gonna ruin his top 10 until he tells us all. But yeah, so right, starting off with number 10. So number 10 for me is Soar at Thorpe Park. Because I rated it so lowly because
It's not really that low, though.
it's not low, but it is a good ride, but it's not aged very well at all. I don't think it's I absolutely adore the theming though. It's got great theming, but I just think that over time it's just got rougher and rougher and rougher. And the certain bit of the ride, which is the bottom of the, or I was gonna say the first drop then, but the second drop, the main drop, it's just not good at all.
No, that's horrible, that first drop.
So rough. But yeah, but overall it's still a good ride. But yeah, so that's my top 10. Or top 10. God, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, let's just go straight to Clara then.
For me, it's not my turn.
Yeah, for you. Whose turn is it then? Oh, Connor. Oh, Connor, it's your go. What's your...
My top 10 is Vampire. Just because... In Chessington, yeah. Just because it's now suspended. And it's just a fun coaster. Nothing too special about it, but it's just fun.
Okay. Alright. I do like Vampire myself as well, so...
Right, my turn. So, my 10th favourite coaster, because I'm so cultured, is Battlestar Galactica Human versus Cyclone at Singapore Universal Studios. And yeah, come on. But why is it my number 10? It's my number 10. Well, to be honest, it's actually pretty trash. Like, it's a dueling coaster, but it's actually pretty trash. But the only reason it's in my top 10 is because, one, I've never done rides really out of England, and two, because it's the first inverting coaster I ever went on, and yeah, that's pretty much why it's my number 10.
Well, I'm actually pretty jealous, to be fair, because I've always wanted to go to Universal Singapore. It's actually really trash. Like, it's only that ride's two creds because there's the human side and the Cyclone side. But yes, yeah. There's one. Is the one that sit down? It's not got any inversion, is it?
Yeah, the sit down. Well, they're both sit downs, but one's, oh my god, I can't even remember. But yeah, one's inverting and one's not inverting.
Yeah. Oh. Right, so we'll move on to number 9 then. Mine. This is going to be very, very, very controversial. Mine's Nemesis at Alton Towers. I think it's a good ride. It's the theming's good, like the use of terrain's good, the elements on it are good. But for me, it's just, again with what Soar is, like, I love the theming and stuff, but it's just getting a bit rough. It's just getting a bit too rough for me now. Like,
really, you think it's rough?
Yeah, it has its smooth days, I think, and it has its really rough days. But the roughest bit that I always get a headbanger on is the 0G roll. It's I don't know, yeah. That's my place number 9.
Just not very good.
I know. I did say it was going to be very controversial, didn't I?
My number 9 is Colorado Adventure, which you guys have not done, but I'm sure it'll be a nice surprise when you do, because it's very unsuspecting and it just throws you about. It's just pretty hilarious.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, for a mine train coaster, it's really good, really good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. Actually, I'm just looking forward to everything about Fantasia.
Same, I'm so
It is like here at the same time. So that's my number 9.
Right, so my number 9 is Galactica at Alton Towers. I don't really rate this coaster, but again, I just have to find something to put at 9th. It's my 9th because the only thing I actually like about it is when you like go upside down and you're like on your back. Otherwise, I actually hate it so much. I hate being on my stomach, but hey ho, there you go. I've got nothing else to say about it.
Yeah.
Galactica's not even in my top 10, so. Right, so number 8 for me, another very controversial one, Wicker Man.
What the You're weird!
I do love it. Like,
says the one with the tattoo of it on their fucking arm.
I'm a dickhead who got a tattoo of the Wicker, but it's just a nice design, so that's why I got it. But the coaster is good, but I think the only reason I put it in my 8th spot is because I've got other coasters that I've been on in Europe, which are a lot better. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
But other than that, Wicker Man is a pretty solid ride.
Love that.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, my number 8 spot is 13 at Alton Towers.
Oh. Okay.
It's an interesting one, but I just really like it. Like backward.
Yeah.
Of it, the free fall drop, and
I love that.
the first drop as well can be a bit intense at times.
It can.
Yeah, on back row can.
Yeah, on back row definitely. With what I think with the first drop though is it trims, doesn't it, at the bottom, which I think sort of it makes it lose its speed. I think if they didn't trim it, you'd get a lot more airtime.
Yeah. And
after you go around like the helix after the drop, you go over a couple of airtime hills.
Yeah, that's about it. But
I think if they didn't trim it, you'd get a lot more airtime on it.
Yeah, definitely. And especially good in the dark as well. Like 13 in the dark, the top tier.
I've never actually done 13 in the dark.
Yeah, it's good in the dark.
Really good in the dark. And that's my number 8.
Right.
Cool.
My number 8 is Smiler.
Oh.
I suppose it's controversial, I don't know. But
nah, I don't think it is.
I mean, I like it, but like, I don't know. The only thing I think that's sick about it is it's like its layout in the small footprint that it had. Like, it's actually mad. And I like the fucking soundtrack. I like the theming. But the ride itself is alright. I'm just not the biggest Gertzler fan. Like, I just don't really like rides that are proper, like, not rough, but I'm not keen on inversions, like, in general. Like, I'd rather a coaster, like, not invert. Like, I'd much rather, like, airtime and shit. Like, I don't know. So, that's why Smiler is where it is. And, yeah. That's what I have to say.
Okay. Alright, we'll move on to number 7 then. Sorry. Stop making that noise. Right, my number 7 is Smiler. I just like it because obviously because it's a world record breaker, we're actually quite lucky to have. Well, we have got world record breakers in the UK, but we're quite lucky to have that in the UK, really.
We've got quite a lot in you.
You forget,
Yeah.
because it, like, we go on it a lot, you actually forget, like, how sick it is. Because, say if you had, like, King Dakar, like, near you, like, you wouldn't, like, I don't know, you wouldn't rate it as highly because you do it so much. Like, whereas someone from, like, England doing King Dakar, you're like, oh my god, it's the tallest roller coaster. Like, people probably travel to Alton Towers, like, just to do Smiler because it's a world
Oh, yeah.
world record.
Definitely, yeah. But yeah, I just like it because, like, the inversions are good, the transitions are good. Some of the transitions can be quite rough, i.e. inversion. Oh, God, count now. 12. That's it. On like the last inversion.
Oh God, don't.
And also probably the inversions after the Cobra as well. But other than that, it's got good theming and stuff. So yeah, that's why I rate it a 7.
My 7 is Stealth. There's not much to say. So my 7 is Stealth. It's just really quick, like really, really quick, and it's just a really fun ride, and that's why I like it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Right.
That's it.
My number 7 is 13 on the back row. Just because of the airtime on that first drop, like, I actually think that's got quite a good amount of airtime in it. And
Yeah,
even
I'd
though
agree.
it's like a family coaster, like, I don't know, I just think the transitions and shit are cool, and I like the free fall drop, especially when you're going on it with someone that hasn't been on it before.
Oh, that is the best thing ever.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then they're like,
yeah.
"Oh, is it over?" And you're like, "Yeah, I know, it's so bad, isn't it?" And then it just drops, and they're like, "Ah!" But yeah, no, I like 13 a lot. I've never been in the actual queue line though, so I've never seen the actual queue line because, you know, ride access. But
Right access game.
Pretty boring, apart from the room with the lightning thing.
yeah, just apparently it's really well themed, and I do want to see it one day. But like, when it's a walk on one day, I'll walk through the actual queue because I do want to see it.
Yeah, yeah.
They've got bits of theming in the forest, but nothing neat.
Like, it's actually really weird. I've never been in the actual queue line at anything at Towers. I don't know what any of the normal queue lines are like.
Really?
Yeah, never.
I mean, the normal queue line, even if you got wrap, like, I don't use wrap on Oblivion because it's always dead. So
Yeah.
I always go through the main queue in Oblivion anyway.
Yeah.
But I have been through the main queue in Wickerman as well
Yeah, I've done that numerous times.
when it was dead as well.
Long wait.
The one queue I haven't ever done is I've done the Nemesis queue, but not the extension.
Oh yeah, you haven't done the extension, so you turn
No.
left at the
No,
gate.
I've never done the extension before.
Yeah.
Well, right, we'll move on to number 6 then. In my number 6 spot is Oblivion. I don't really know what to say about Oblivion, really. It's a one-drop wonder, isn't it?
Yeah. One.
But the drop is, like, the first time I ever went on it, I was like, oh my shit. That was, like,
The first time you go in it is a bit, like,
like, before I went to Europe and stuff and did coasters out there, that was my number 1, Oblivion. So yeah, it's just overall a good ride, isn't it? And it's still so smooth for its age.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, that's my number 6.
Number 6 for me is Revolution at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. This is the UK's first double launch roller coaster.
Is it actually? I didn't know that.
Yep, it was.
The first UK double launch roller coaster, and no matter how many times you go on it, it will always take you by surprise. Just the way you just plummet into the loop.
Well, you actually get a surprising amount of airtime on that.
You get thrown about, and it's just a classic Arrow. You can't go wrong with it. To be honest, it's never like disappointed me. It's just a brilliant ride. And that's my number 6 spot.
Yeah, I can agree on that.
So my number 6, controversial, is Saw. To be honest, I would have put it higher, but like Saw used to be my favourite ride, like, of all time at Thorpe Park. Like, I loved it so much, like, back in like 2015, 2016. It was the start of the 2018 season, like, after winter. I went on it and I was like, oh my god, why is it so rough, like, all of a sudden? Cause,
Yeah, it's not really rough. Like,
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
like, I always do it front row. Like, I'd never do Saw back row. I've only done it back row once, I think.
Back row's smoother though.
Yeah, I know it's smoother, but I just don't like doing it without, like, seeing the view properly. I don't know, it's weird, but I always do front row outside seat, and, like, that's probably the worst, but
Yeah, it's the worst seat you can possibly go on.
but I don't know, I just like that seat. So, like, I don't know, I just like it. And I really like the first drop on the inside.
Yeah.
It's only gone down simply because of the fact that it's got rough. Like, after the first, like, vertical drop, I actually think, like, it's alright. I don't think after you do, like, the drop, I think it's fine. Like,
I mean, I can
roughness.
agree with that, to be fair. Like, in the rain, I find it a bit more smoother as well.
Yeah,
for
it's
some
smoother
reason.
in the rain.
In the rain, I don't know why, but that's somehow a thing.
Yeah, so that's why I rate Saw 6th.
Yeah, okay. All right. So moving on to number 5 then.
Top 5, top
My
5.
number 5 spot is Stealth. I just love Stealth purely because the launch is just so intense. Like every time I go on it, the launch always gets me. Always.
Yeah.
Like and the fact that it's actually mental. If somebody didn't know this, it's the 3rd fastest acceleration on any coaster in the world.
That's mad.
Yeah, isn't it like the fastest hydraulic acceleration, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the fastest.
You've got Keep the Car and Top Fuel Dragster, which are faster, but the acceleration is faster.
Yeah, and Stealth just got ramped up because it kept on rolling back, and it's just insane. Like, it's just
it's a good coaster. It's a very good coaster.
Mental.
And just like the pop of airtime you get on the end on the
Everyone
brake
says there's airtime on that. I don't feel that. I've never felt airtime on that. Like.
Oh yeah, at the end when you go into the brake run over like the little bunny hill.
Yeah.
You actually get quite a lot of airtime.
You do.
I've never felt it ever.
And it's that airtime where it kind of really hurts your shoulders, but like because the restraints are so like hard. Intermin. So that's my number 5.
Number 5 for me is the UK's 2nd double launch roller coaster, which is Icon. Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
At 5, that's quite low for Icon.
Yeah, it's not the best, but it's really good for Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Like it's like the perfect coaster that they've kind of got. The space they had, it's just a really good coaster for Blackpool, I think.
I can't wait to do it.
It's like a UK's 3rd, 2nd double launch. I think it's really good. Yeah, it's iconic.
Iconic.
Is it my go? It's my go, isn't it?
It's Clark's go, yeah.
So my 5th coaster. This was really hard to decide between this one and Nemesis, but it's Nemesis Inferno at Thorpe Park. I know. It used.
I'd agree, though. I'd agree.
It used to be. I would say I used to rate it higher than Nemesis, but when you compare them, there's more things in Nemesis that I prefer. So I don't know, but I love Nemesis Inferno though. Like, I don't even know what it is I like about it. I just do really like it. Even though when I was like 9 or 10, I almost fell out because what is it? Row 4 or row 5? They have that seat that's like got extra room for like larger guests. I sat in that when I was 10, and because you know how like they don't properly go down, like they're always a little bit loose.
Yeah.
Like I shit you not, I was going to fall out. I was so scared. I was crying. That was the first time I ever went on Nemesis, and I was like, no, I'm never doing that again. Because I was crying the whole way around, and I was convinced I was going to fall out. But then I did it again in like 2016, 2015, and then I really liked it. And then but a year ago, I don't even think Nemesis Inferno would have been in my top 10. Like, but
no.
It is now.
It's not even in my top 10, but
yeah.
I'll give it a little shout out. It's a good coaster.
Yeah.
Okay, right. What is it? Number 4. So my space for number 4 is Speed Water Coaster at Energylandia.
Oh, sorry.
Culture.
It's actually like people don't think it is a coaster because it's got a drop that's not in the water. It's got like I think it's like 200 foot or something. I don't know. I think it's like the tallest water coaster or something. But yeah, it was such a good ride as well. And like if you're sitting in the front, which I did a couple of times, you literally you're absolutely soaked.
Is it Valhalla though?
Yeah, I'd say it's probably, if not better than Valhalla, it's definitely better than Tidal Wave.
Valhalla, by the way, Valhalla.
But yeah, like because where the wave comes over the front of the boat's really low, so it all like fills up in the bottom, and you're just soaked.
Sounds familiar, filling up boats.
But yeah, that's my number 4.
Moving on to mine, which is Smiler and Alton Towers, only for the fact that it's the world record currently, and the second airtime hill after the flow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is
That
good.
I think it is the best airtime moment on a UK coaster.
Really?
Ooh, I don't know about that though.
I was gonna say,
Icons.
I don't agree with that.
Icon's first.
No. I think definitely Smiler after the second airtime hill. And that's why it's my number 4.
Fair enough.
Right, my number 4 coaster is Nemesis at Alton Towers. Just I don't know how to explain why they're in that place, but like I like the theming, I like the layout, I like that it's quite like intense. Yeah. Don't know, big up John Wardley, I don't know.
Name's John Wardley and I design real roller coasters for a living. Nemesis at Alton Towers.
Alright, moving on to number 3. My top 3 is Icon.
Ooh.
Just purely because it's Icon. That's all I can say. It's just Icon, isn't it?
I've still never done Icon. It's actually winding me up.
It's so good. Like, to have something like that in the UK is actually pretty good, because you only see them like in Europe. Like, there's not many in America either.
It's an intimate blitz, isn't it?
Blackpool as well. At Blackpool.
Yeah, Blackpool, and it's not even at like 4 Towers. It's mental, like.
Oh, they should have given it to Thorpe. RMC 2021 is happening.
Oh, I don't know. So much speculate. RMC 2020.
Imagine though, we just go back to Thorpe in like 3 months and there's an RMC.
Well,
That'd be pretty good.
that would probably be the fastest coaster construction as well.
Yeah.
3 months.
And is it my go now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 3 for me is Nemesis at Alton Towers, not at Thorpe Park. We do not speak about Thorpe Park, okay? Just John Wardley classic. I mean, it's just
Big up, John.
Big up.
It's just really intense. And like, it's just really good. I don't know.
Do you prefer Nemesis on front row or back row?
Front row.
Back row.
I know back row has the intensity, but front row smoother.
I prefer front row on both Nemesises.
Yeah, same.
Don't know
Although
why.
I haven't done front row in Inferno in years because the queue's always too long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree with that,
yeah.
but second row is pretty much the same. So.
Yeah. Alright then, Clara, what's yours?
What, third place?
Yep.
My third favourite coaster is Stealth at Thorpe Park. And it wouldn't have been that, but it's that everyone's going to be like, oh, you didn't, but like, on Thorpe's 40th birthday, on the actual birthday, not the fucking Saturday where everyone went and got cupcakes, on the Friday when it was actually Thorpe's birthday and I didn't get given a cupcake, I swear to you, Stealth was going to roll back. It was going so slow over the top hat, and like one of the trains was literally there for like 3 seconds, like just stand still. I was like, oh my god,
Really?
it's gonna roll. Yeah, I was convinced it was gonna roll back. We were by Stealth all day, and I did back row so many times that day, just praying for a rollback. And because I was on the back, it literally felt like I was about to fall backwards.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so
I absolutely love a rollback.
so after that, like, I just rated Stealth so highly, and now whenever I do back row on Stealth, I literally shit myself. But yeah, that is, and I love it front row as well because it's just that view looking out onto the launch.
Yeah, the view down the launch track is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Like, you can't beat that.
No,
It is sick.
but yeah, that is why Stealth is my third favourite coaster.
Alright, sick. So, we move on to the 2 favourites. So, number 2 for me is Hyperion at Energylandia. I don't, like, when I came off this ride, I didn't have any words, and then I reread it like quite a lot of times, and I did come off it a little bit disappointed at first, and then when it started to warm up to the end, during the end of the day, the airtime, honestly, I genuinely felt like I was actually going to fall out.
Oh my god.
I was so scared for my life. And I never get scared on coasters, but like that just scared the shit out of me.
Man.
And like the head chopper when you go down the first drop into the tunnel, like you get so close to it, and it's just an amazing ride. Like it's so good. It's not actually like that smooth either. It's quite bumpy. It's not rough. It's
Not
like one of those coasters that like bumps.
Yeah.
So like what you get on Swarm, like it's quite bumpy, but it's not rough.
Yeah. I know what you mean now. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good coaster, so I'll put it in my top. It's in my second.
Number 2 for me is Man at Alton Towers.
Is what?
Yeah, number 2.
Wickerboy.
I've just been obsessed with it since it opened, to be honest. Just the whole area and the experience and the theming. And just the ride itself, it's just, like, once it warms up and it's, like, especially night rides, it's just unbelievably quick. Big up John Worley, though, for redesigning Double Down.
I didn't even hear what you said. I don't even know what coaster you're talking about right now.
It would have been shit, to be honest. It would have been shit. So, big up John Wardley for doing that. But yeah, it's just an incredible ride. You can't go wrong with it, to be honest. That's why it's my number 2.
Right.
That's not nice.
My number 2 is Swarm at Thorpe Park. My favourite coaster at Thorpe. Again, this only is in this space from recently. I've only decided this quite recently, but I love the first drop. Like, I love it so much. It's just so good. And then I always have to sit front row on the right hand side on the outer seat.
Oh,
Swarm.
Like there's just something about it. Like it's not too intense, but I don't know. I just wish it was a little bit less smooth. Like, yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just not the biggest fan on smooth coasters.
She likes it rough.
Ha. Yeah, you're not wrong. But yeah, that is why Swarm is my number 2 coaster.
Nice. Okay. Right, so move on to number 1. It is Zadra, obviously, because RMC.
RMC 2021 at Thorpe Park is happening.
Yeah, but Zadra, honestly, like, again, I have no words for that ride. It's just insane. Like the airtime is decent. It's not like amazing, but it's decent. But I think Zadra is more of it's the height. It's a hyper coaster, obviously. The speed.
Wait, what? Is it?
Yeah, anything above 200 foot is classed as a hyper coaster.
Oh, well
Yeah.
then.
But like the speed is just insane. Like I remember riding it in the dark, and it was pissing down with rain, and we had to wear goggles, and it honestly was. I was in so much pain. It's just so fast, and like it's ridiculously smooth as well.
Yeah.
And purely because the first inversion is the 0G stall, and like it feels like hanging up there for like 5-6 seconds, but it's literally like a second. But it just feels like hanging for ages. Yeah, it's just so amazing. Yeah, that's my number 1 coaster, and I'm sure it might.
I don't think it will.
might.
I think when we do Fantasyland, I think Taron will be second. I don't think Taron's going to beat Zadra. I'm not going to lie to you.
No, I don't think it'll beat Zadra, but like you never know. Like might. Like I'm still going in with an open mind to go on Taron, like.
Yeah. Because
it might change, but I doubt it. But yeah, that's my number 1.
My number 1, unsurprisingly, is Taron. I came off, just speechless.
I'm so excited. I'm so
excited.
4 days.
I went into it knowing there was a lot of hype around it, and I went in with pretty low expectations, but it just blew my mind. Like, I just come off and just went straight back round into queue again and did it again. Like, it's just incredible. Even though it's got like no inversions, but it doesn't need inversions to be good. Like, it's a ride that doesn't need it. but it's just
Yeah, I'm
it's just
kind of glad it doesn't have inversion.
So
Yeah, it's just I can't wait for it. Like 4 more days, guys. 4 more days.
I'm so
Oh
excited.
my god, don't. I'm so gassed.
I can't wait for that to do it again. And that's why I'm number 1.
Right,
Clara,
so-
you're number 1.
My number 1 is going to sound so trash compared to all of that. My number 1 is Wicker Man at Alton Towers.
Hey!
Come on, Wicker Man. Nah, but only on the back row.
Yes.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Only on back row at night time. But yeah, no, I literally love Wicker Man so much. Like,
Yeah.
I rate it so highly, and I know it's like a family like GCI, like it's not even that big, but everything about it I love so much. Like the station, the pre-show, theming, just everything. Like when the structure's like lit up at night, like oh my god, like just going through that at night with all the smoke.
The extra lighting package is like that. It makes,
Yeah.
Oh,
makes
the light package.
It's like different experience when they've got lighting package on. It's just amazing. And
Yeah.
Scarefest as well. Scarefest and firework nights. Oh, it's just incredible.
Yeah, when I did it for the first time at night this year at Scarefest, like like it sounds so stupid, but I literally had no words. Like it was just so good at night.
Yeah, you literally come off like it just blows your mind, doesn't it?
Yeah,
In the
because
dark.
like obviously it's warmed up throughout the whole day, and it's, the way it goes round like the track is mad.
Yeah, it's actually it's a really fast coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like on the stats, it only says what is it like 55 or something?
Yeah,
like that?
I think
So,
because
like,
it's lap bars as well, it
it
helps.
feels so much faster.
Yeah, it helps it to feel a bit more exposed and a bit quicker.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Taryn's going to feel like.
Yeah, I was gonna say my
Oh,
number
man,
one's
man.
definitely gonna change. Not gonna lie, like I love Wicker Man, but I'm pretty sure Taron is going to take over. But
Well,
open mind, open mind, open mind.
But yeah,
We shall see. We shall see.
oh, I can't wait.
We should
honestly.
make a renewed version of this like every like 3 months.
Yeah, well, we will. Like, obviously, the channel's quite new, so like, and I've never really done YouTube before, so it's sort of like it's just something I just want to do. It's like a little like, I don't know, part-time sort of
Sub to Clara Lucas on YouTube.
thing. Shout out to Clara Lucas. I'll put a channel in there.
First link in the description.
In the subscription. But yeah, if you haven't already, go like and subscribe. And stay tuned for Phantasialand vlog
Oh, mate,
featuring Clara Lucas. That's right, we're collabing with Clara Lucas, the most famous YouTuber.
the ultimate YouTuber. Feel
The
free to
ultimate
say hello to me around Park. If you see me on Park, feel free to say hello, take a picture, get an autograph, all of that.
Anything you like. But yeah, that's the end of the video. So we'll see you all in a bit.
Bye!
Bye.